Hey, yo, what's up, Redskins Nation? This is me, Dre. My day off, long overdue. Trust me when I tell you that. Happy about our win once again. Not happy about the Cowboys winning and beating the Philadelphia Eagles. Yes, when I'm not cheering for my beloved Redskins, I'm cheering for any team that plays against the Dallas Cowboys because that's what a true Redskins fan does. Anyway, I want to talk about this, not necessarily controversy, but a little bit of rumblings with the Burgundy and Gold Nation, the fan base. So recently, Josh Norman said that the fans don't support the team. They go to home games and there's a lot of empty seats, or there's a disproportionate amount of the opposing team fans sitting in our bleachers. Now, I understand that this could be distracting, and I'm not going to trash Josh Norman. I'm definitely going to offer counterpoints or a counterpoint primarily because I'm not the kind of person that's going to say shut up and play football. I'm not on the field like he is. He's doing what he needs to do. He gets burnt. Yeah, let's keep that real. But the honest to goodness truth is this. We as fans for the Washington Redskins, we expect a certain amount of pride when they step on the field. And I'm not saying that these guys are not proud, but let's kind of reverse to after our bye week. We came off of a hot win. We wanted to get some momentum, and the first team that we play is the NFL leading New Orleans Saints. What do? We dropped the damn goose egg playing against them. Yes, we were playing in their stadium, but that doesn't mean that we just lay down and fall the fuck out. So this motherfucker right here, I'm driving, by the way. I'm safe, don't worry. But this dude with a porta potty just swerved right in front of me, ass hat. So they get beat miserably. I mean, even when they were talking about the whole record that Drew Brees was about to break in, as the announcers were talking about it, what happens? A blown coverage scheme. The next thing you know, Drew Brees is throwing a 62, 65-yard touchdown. We as fans sitting there watching, especially some of the fans that I keep in contact with on Facebook and such, who travel all the way to the Big Easy to see this game and cheer for our team. You spend that kind of money because you want to see the product on the field and you want to see them play well. Unfortunately, we're up and down. So how are we supposed to be supportive when we have a home game in some instances and we end up falling flat on our face? That's the question that anyone should ask. And for the fans that decide, well, I'd rather just watch the game at home and see us lose at home than spend $80, $100, whatever the cost is for tickets, because we know Dan Snyder, he's backing away from interfering with football things, but he's still a greedy businessman. So a lot of people have always complained about the high ticket prices, the cost of parking, the cost of food in the stadiums. So you're forking out all this money to go see the Redskins play. You damn sure expect these motherfuckers are supposed to win. And when they go in there and they get blown out to the tune of 43 to 16 or some shit, you're leaving the stadium discombobulated while the fans for the opposing team are sitting there high-fiving and then putting their hands up with the audacity because they want to sarcastically want you to cheer them on. As Redskins fans, we do deserve for our team to go out and play, whether it's at home or in the opposing team's stadium, and beat ass. And when we lose, and we can't expect to always win, but when we lose, we don't expect to lose in the manner that we do. We can't always have it to where we get a lead and then piss it away. There is no reason why any of us as fans sitting at home or in the bleachers should have to clench our ass so hard that the goddamn cushion comes up when we stand up. Because that's exactly what the fuck happens each and every time that we play a game. We have not had a game to where we've won with a comfortable lead. And that's what pisses us off. I'm 47 years old, and I feel like I'm going to have a fucking cardiac arrest each and every time I watch us play because I'm biting my nails waiting for us to do well. That's what's killing me. That's exactly what gets me, is the fact that I'm watching the game, and all of a sudden, here we are damn near pissing the game away, going into a prevent defense just to keep everything in front of us, all the way we're allowing them to march down the field and hope that we don't score once we let them in the red zone. Winning teams don't do that. So do I support my Redskins? Absolutely. Will I spend $100+ just so I can see half-ass performance on Sundays or Mondays or Thursdays? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And me, it's not for me to say that I can go to a game primarily because I live here in Texas. The only opportunity is if I go to Dallas or upcoming game in Houston that we're going to be playing the next. But still, why would I do that? When we come up against teams that we're supposed to win and we struggle because we look like ass playing against the Giants, there was nothing dominant about that, and it was a close game. You come up against a team that's only won once and you have to bite your nails. We don't deserve that as fans. We don't. So for Josh Norman to say that we support the team because we're still fans, but for us to go out on a cold ass Sunday, especially around this time of the year, just so that we can see our defenders playing 10, 15 yards off the line of scrimmage with our defenders allowing for shit to happen underneath, especially against dominant receivers, it happens. But when you see this shit each and every day, and then you go home and then you watch football and you see other dominant teams like the Patriots, and when they get a lead, they plan on keeping the lead. They don't allow the team to score. They don't give them the opportunity. They want to shut out any opportunity for light to shine through that darkness. That's what a winning team does. That's what a winning organization does. That's what a winning head coach demands of his players. Every Sunday, what do we have to deal with? Well, let me tell you. Every Sunday, and I comment on this on Redskins pages on Facebook and on Google Plus, every fucking Sunday, what we have to deal with that we can't support is positive plays that are called back by dumbass penalties being called. Every fucking Sunday, we got to see Morgan Moses get a flag for holding or false start. Every goddamn Sunday. Bill Callahan ain't coaching him up. When he goes to the sideline, Jay Gruden ain't saying shit. He's got this dumb, bewildered, befuddled, disgruntled look on his face like he doesn't know what the fuck to do. So yes, we are not supposed to support that as Redskins fans. We have been fans for far too long, far longer than Jay Gruden has been a head coach for the Washington Redskins. Our loyalty is to our team. Jay Gruden's loyalty is to the dollars that Dan Snyder's paying him, because once he's fired or once he leaves and goes to another team, he holds no loyalty to the other team. We, on the other hand, we will still be going for our burgundy and gold. Lifelong Redskins fans, unlike Jay Gruden. So that's what I wanted to talk about with the whole comment with Josh Norman. I think he was out of place, and also I know that DJ Swearinger, he jumped on that bandwagon too. Again, I'm not going to trash the players, because I know DJ Swearinger, he's doing the damn thing on the field. But Josh Norman, listen, brother, we paid you a lot of goddamn money, so we expect a lot of performance from you. We don't want you to just show up on one Sunday, but not the other Sundays. Yeah, it's fine and dandy when you get a couple of turnovers or forced fumbles and shit on one game, but let's see you be consistent and do that shit each and every Sunday. Maybe, just maybe, you'll see more fans filling up the bleachers. Until then, you're not going to see a full stadium. It's a big stadium to begin with, one of the largest stadiums in the league. But when you have product on the field with guys that are getting millions of dollars playing like Pop Warner players, we can't support that to where we want to go and spend our money to go to the stadiums. That's the truth. So I'd be more comfortable streaming online from my phone or from my computer or on my Android TV player. But for me, I'm not going to spend my hard-earned money just to go to a stadium and see us play like dog shit. And I don't think any other Redskins fan should do that, because it's a disheartening feeling when you see the excitement before the game with my brothers and sisters. And believe me when I tell you, there's a lot of love when I see Redskins fans, no matter where they are. We got a team called the Donna Redskins down here in South Texas. So when I'm walking around with my apparel on, people think I'm a coach because I'm a tall black guy, or they ask me if I've played for the NFL. No, I'm not that big. I'm 6'1", 200 pounds, but I'm skinny fat. That's just from getting old. But pride, even when I drive past that school and I see the logo, because they use the Washington Redskins logo on the bleachers, on the water towers. So I think that's pretty cool. But when I see us do bad, I get a lot of Cowboys fans, and we all know how obnoxious and dumb those motherfuckers are. But I get a lot of them talking, what happened to the Redskins? Whole bunch of shit talking, and I really can't say nothing. Yes, we're in first place, but I'm not gonna brag about that. It's the middle of the season. We need to show that we can make it not only to the playoffs, but we can win a playoff game, which we haven't done in a long time. So I'm speaking on behalf of not the entire Redskins base. And once again, I must reiterate, I'm not trashing Josh Norman. All I'm simply saying is, expect us as followers to go to our stadium and see poor performance, to see poor coaching. That's the thing. We expect and we deserve and we have a right to have that expectation when we're putting our money forward. We want something in return. That's what any consumer wants. Put the dollars towards something, get something in return. You buy a car, you want that motherfucker to drive. So when we put money towards Redskins apparel, or we go to we want to see the 4 quarters, not just the first and second half. Hell, we've only had one goddamn game touchdown. We deserve more. So that's pretty much all I got to say. I'm waiting to see how we're going to do against the Houston Texans. They're a hot team down here. It's going to be a tough game, but the way I approach it is when I did Olympic Taekwondo and I went up against one of the U.S. members, and before I actually got in the ring with him, I was listening to another coach up his player, and he says, it doesn't matter if this guy is won collegiate or nationals or world. When he steps into the ring with you, don't give a shit about what he's accomplished. Just think about what you can do and the foot that you're going to put upside his head. Once I rang with that, I was like, there's no need for me to worry that I'm going up against someone that was a potential Olympian. I'm just going to go in there and whoop ass. I got beat, but I didn't worry about how bad I was going to get beat. I worried about how good I'm going to perform. And I did well. I just didn't do well enough to win. But as a Redskins fan, we deserve to see our team go out there, and if they're playing the Patriots or the New Orleans Saints, we deserve to think in our minds that our team's going to win, and we expect to see winning performance. That's all I'm simply saying. Anyway, until the next time, because I'm about to hit a school zone where there's a whole bunch of cops, and I'm not trying to get arrested. I'm a concealed gun carrier, and as you see as a black man, I'm not trying to be a hashtag, because if I reach for my license, well, this might be the last video y'all see from me. Until the next time, my brothers and sisters out there, wherever you are, because I always say this to my Redskins brothers and sisters, I love y'all. Continue to root for the burgundy and gold. Be safe. Until after next Sunday when we win, I'll holla at y'all. Peace.